From UMass-Lowell, we have head coach Norm Bazin and the UMass-Lowell captain Josh Holmstrom, student athlete. First, we'll get a statement from Coach about the game, and then we will take questions for Josh. Coach.
Well, first, I'd like to congratulate Boston College on being hockey's representative in the Frozen Four. They're an excellent hockey team, and that was a good hockey game tonight. Systematically, I wouldn't change too many things. I thought we played well. I thought that was one of the better hockey games we've played in the last 3 or 4. However, we came out on the short end. It was the third period that did us in. I'm very proud of our guys. There's a lot of resiliency in that locker room. There's a lot of character. I'm very, very proud of that senior class who battled back from a real adverse situation in their first season to come back with 3 excellent years. And right now it's hard to swallow, but in time they'll realize that they were part of some pretty good teams.
Thank you, Coach. Questions for Josh? Right here, please.
Andy Merritt, New England Hockey Journal. Josh, it's the tough question we almost hate to ask, but can you reflect a little bit on these 4 years and what it's meant to watch this program build into what it is now?
Yeah, like Coach said, pretty special to be to be a part of the group that I was. Coming back after our freshman year was obviously tough, but I couldn't have done it. The class, I think, was the right class to go about it. There's a lot of strong guys in there. Like Coach said, very resilient, and just a great group of guys in there to be a part of.
Right here. Right here in the front, sorry.
Evan Spore, SB Nation. Josh, you guys raised 2 leads today, and especially on your goal, it was a really quick response. What was the mood like on the bench after you fell behind for each of those phases? We just tried not to let it phase us. We know Boston College is a good team and that they're probably going to score some goals, but we came back right at them a couple of times to get the next goal, which was huge for us, and then we were able to score first coming out in the third period, which is what we were talking about to try to put ourselves in a good position. But I think we've done that all year. Fought back from a couple of leads multiple times, so I don't know.
Yep, please, right here in the third row again.
Josh, as you said, you scored that first goal in the third period, but they erased that lead so fast. Did it take some momentum? Did it take some wind out of your sails that they were able to tie it back up as quickly as they did?
No, I think it was just the same as early in the game when they scored. We followed it up with a couple of really good shifts. It was a tie game with 18 minutes left there, so I don't think it deflated us. We were still confident for the rest of the period there.
Any more questions for our student athlete? Yep, right here, please.
Josh, Richard Murray, HockeySuture.com. Can you just walk us through your goal, please?
Yeah, I think Joe Pendenza did a great job. I think he was the one that got it out of the corner and was able to get it up to our D there, who found something to the front of the net there, and it took a couple of bounces, and I was able to just get a stick on it and slap one past him.
Yep, up front here with Nancy, please.
Nancy Marapes, Boston Globe. Josh, just talking about Joe, could you talk a little bit about what he's meant to the team, just all the years you guys have been playing together, and particularly these last 2 years in building the program the way you guys have?
Yeah, no, Joe's grown tremendously in the 4 years, as have everybody. But his play, he's just so steady every single night that guys look to him for his leadership, and he's been a phenomenal player, and I was very fortunate to be able to play on a line for him for the last 2 years, and he's got a very bright future.
Any other questions for Josh? Okay, thanks, Josh. Take questions for Coach now. John, please.
Yes, John Powers, Boston Globe. Norm, you guys played a late game last night, very demanding right up until the final horn. Was any of the fatigue possibly showing late in the game here? BC was a little bit fresher coming in.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's an excellent question, but I don't feel that. I knew we would play a better game than we did yesterday, and Minnesota State was an excellent opponent. I just didn't think that we executed our systems as well as we did today, and I don't think fatigue became a huge factor. It's you got to finish on your opportunities, and we had a couple flurries where we just didn't finish. And it's the same old adage: when you get an opportunity against a good team, you better finish it because it couldn't come back to haunt you, and it certainly did.
Yes, right here, please, in the front. Oh, sorry, Rich. You have.
Coach, Rich Garvin, Worcester Telegram, just mentioned the senior class and what they've done to get you to this point, but what are your thoughts on the shape of the program going forward?
Yeah, it's come a long way. I think the culture of the program is in good shape. I feel the guys are holding each other accountable. There's certainly a bunch that wants to continue to get better, and I feel the senior classes really helped that along. You know, it's a very tight-knit group, and I think we have a lot of building blocks to work from. So, you know, we feel very good about our program going forward.
Right here, please, Coach.
Cox with SB Nation. Seemed like BC did a really good job in the neutral zone and kind of troubling you guys with getting the puck in deep compared to how you usually play. What were they doing so well in the neutral zone to kind of clog it up?
Yeah, no, I think they were doing their regular 1-2-2. If anything, to be frank, out of the 3 games that we've played them, that's the best systematically we've been in the neutral zone against them. I think we got more pucks in deep on them than they did on us. At the same time, we might have outshot them by a couple. You know, from that standpoint, we had plenty of chances to get over the top, but their goaltender was equal to the task.
More questions from Coach. Let's go right here in the front, please, and then.
Coach Dave Hendrickson, USCHO. You've mentioned that you were really happy systems-wise, but would the game have maybe favored you a little bit more if it was a 1-0, 2-1 game? What was a 4-3 kind of game, maybe BC's game?
Yeah, this time of year, I don't think you're in a position to pick and choose. You know, they've got a lot of high-powered forwards who can put the puck in the net, so we didn't really care what type of game they wanted to play. We were going to try to make it our game, and I think we did that for the bulk of the game. And obviously, the third period, we exchanged a flurry of goals. So, you know, I think if we could have plugged away after we scored to make them earn the next one rather than give it up right away, it might have been a different result, but credit to them.
Third row, please.
You started actually just talking about the question I was going to ask, which was for them to score as quickly as they did after you guys had taken the lead. Did you get a sense that maybe the guys lost a little bit of steam to see BC jump right back in it the way they did as quickly as they did?
Well, I thought we responded twice in the game. You know, we had to chase the game twice and tie it up. I was hoping to play with a lead for a little while and see how we did that way and make them earn it. However, they responded fairly well on their end, and that was it. By no means did I feel that there was less steam on the bench after they scored. We knew it was going to be a close contest, and I thought we executed our game plan in terms of having a lot of discipline and trying to capitalize on special teams. I thought we got some good looks on the power play, good puck movement, and again some chances. So from that standpoint, I didn't think it was a deal breaker when they scored right after we did. It was just a matter of getting that next one.
Question for Coach. Yep, in the back, please.
Norm, Sean Hutchin, Lowell Sun. Did losing Jake Suter for pretty much the last 2 periods, how did that affect the team and any type of strategy?
Well, I hate to tell you this, but we've lost so many guys here over the last 6 weeks that it's become commonplace to lose somebody during a game. But you know, Jake's just a fantastic kid, and he really pays the price blocking shots. So yeah, it did hurt the team. You know, losing Joe Hauk last week hurt the team. You know, when you lose your 3-4 defensemen, it's part of the game. And we've battled through some adversity with injuries this year, and it's part of the reason I'm so proud of this group. They've made no excuses. They've played on and played well through it.
Any other questions for Coach? Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.